What's up? I'm back. In this segment, I'm going to talk about berries. I get people asking me questions about it. Blueberries, raspberries, acai berries from Brazil, strawberries. I would say in general, berries are pretty good. Cranberries. Um, I think though that they should be eaten sporadically. I think that you should eat them when they're in season. Um, I think that so you're probably eating them like really once or twice a year, like one or two main times for the year. I think if you can get away with eating them marginally, you should, or juicing them marginally, you should. Um, One of the things with fruits is that when you really get on this journey, you begin to see that, and berries are classic examples of this. That fruits are really used as medicine to clean you out, um, to give you a little balance. They shouldn't really be the staple of your diet, especially certain type of berries. Cranberries very acid, so I definitely wouldn't even put that as a main part of your diet at all. I think every berry from blueberry to cranberry that I mentioned, when you look at the alkaline pH level, they're a lot more acid than you think. And I think that becomes important because when you're in this society, most of the foods like chicken, like meat, coffee that you're gonna be consuming is acid. So you really can't really get into tweeners, if that makes any sense. Meaning, alkaline water is important. Why? Because you need to start drinking stuff that's 8 or 9. Why? Because your water has to be alkaline, especially if you're gonna be drinking coffee and doing a lot of other stuff, rice, a lot of other foods that are pretty much acidic. So you need to balance it out. So then, if you have foods that are somewhat not that alkaline, or alkaline but not alkaline like green vegetables, what happens is that you still end up being a little more acid than you're supposed to be. So that's why I think berries, you can say it's about a lot of fruits, but berries particularly, the ones I mentioned, blueberry, strawberry, raspberry, cranberry, should be eaten sporadically. Should be eaten to me during the season, certain seasons. If it's not in the season, then where you live, you shouldn't be eating them. So you're only gonna be eating them really good like once or twice a year. And when I say once or twice a year, I don't mean 1 or 2 days. I'm talking about during certain seasons. I think that's a more effective way of looking at it. There'll be some healers who say don't eat cranberries at all, or some healers will say cranberries are great. I'm not gonna say I'm neutral on it. I just think cranberries, blueberries has a place, but I think it should definitely be, sporadic. It shouldn't be a staple of your diet, only because they're just not alkaline enough for me, for my taste. That it like with vegetables, if you're gonna be using cucumbers, celery, them bad boys are alkaline. You could drink that all year. Like you could, especially since we have to be real with ourselves. We're gonna be consuming things that are acid based unless you're very disciplined. So some people are consuming water that's only 6 point. The alkalinity is 6. Some people are drinking water like that. Um, so you need foods that are heavy alkaline to balance it out. Berries are good. They're very good for you. They cleanse you out very well. I love the strawberry. They got the seeds. Strawberry is one of the only berries that has the seeds on the outside. You get information from seeds when you consume it. So it's good, but I think it shouldn't be the staple of your diet. So hope that helps. Till next time, peace.